Well, good afternoon from Happy Farm Wife. I got a lot of things going on today, and I'd really like to go to bed sometime early, but I just can't seem to get there. I didn't go to bed till about 3 o'clock this morning. We had severe storms that rolled through the area, and it just didn't make for a good night of sleep since we had a tornado here in 2021 that just pretty much did our little town here in our county, our main county seat. You know, it's just not been, it just makes you feel anxious when we have a storm. So I say all that to say, yeah, I wish I'd gotten more sleep, but I didn't, so we'll just go with it. I'm going to be doing some cooking today for y'all and just kind of tell you what I'm getting ready to do in my garden. We burned off our garden beds this week. So excited about that, to get that done. And now I've got some little tasks I've got to get done tonight before I go to bed so I can get things in the ground. I have a 10-pound bag of Yukon Gold starts here that I'm going to have to cut off, or cut in half, and get that off my counter, and get them in the ground. I like for mine to scab over a little bit. You know, you cut a potato up, it's raw, and if you're going to plant them, if you cut them and let them scab over, that kind of helps them a little bit, protects them. So I've got that to do. And in this other bag here, I've got white onions. Maybe those might be yellow. I think they're yellow. And then I've got red onions. And then I've got all kinds of seeds here. I've got white half runners right there. I've got a lot of perennials that I want to plant this year. I've got blue sage, bee balm, sweet William, butterfly flower. I've got Boston pickling, cucumbers. I've got squash. I've got some zucchini. I'm going to do some things with zucchini this year. I've got dill. I've got long red cayenne peppers. I've got more seeds in the freezer that, you know, I've got to get in my starts for the spring. So, lots of things going on. But I'm glad to see spring rolling around. That's one of my favorite times of the year. I can get out in the yard and piddle. We've had our time change last weekend, and wow, it's just amazing what a little sunshine and a longer day will do for you. So my mood is much better. I hope yours is too. Although some of y'all do like winter. My husband loves winter, and so he didn't like summertime so much. But you know, it's hot in those quarries where he works, so I understand that. But I'm going to go put these up. Oh, let me show you this. So I bought some baking potatoes the other day, these little individually wrapped ones, and I hadn't used them. And if you can see, they're beginning to spud out. So I'm going to cut those into little pieces where the eyes are spudding out there, and I'm going to plant them too. I've got 2 of them here, and boy, they got all kinds of little sprouts on them. So I'll get us some bacon potatoes planted too. So lots of things to do, lots of things. All right, I'm gonna go move all this stuff out of my work area, wipe it down, and then I'll be right back. But we are fixing to do something that I have never done. So it's gonna be fun to see how this turns out. It may turn out, it may not. But you don't know until you try. So I'll be right back. So we're gonna be making Indian fry bread tonight. We're gonna have Indian tacos for supper. I've made a pot of chili tonight, and it's gonna be one of the last times that I get to make chili because it's fixing to be spring, and Brad's like, no soup in hot weather, I can't do it. So I don't do it. But I'm going to put that chili on this Navajo fry bread, Indian fry bread. It's got several different names and several different variations. I mean, there's like a bunch of different variations. It's Indian fry bread. The Navajos have their way that they do it. The Cherokees have got the way that they do it. There's lots of different variations of this. So we're just going to take the easiest one tonight and try it out and see if we like it. Brad loved it when he went to New Mexico. So the chili I've made is not as, it's not like the normal chili that I make. I made it pretty thick so that it'll kind of stay on this taco. And I wish I had some lettuce, but I am not getting cleaned up to go to the store to get any. And I wish I had a homegrown tomato, but it's not the season for them, and I don't like a hot box tomato. So we're just gonna have chili cheese, and I'm gonna have sour cream. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna try to put you down here where you can see what I'm doing. So I have got, let me move back just a little. Okay, there we go, there we go. So I have got 2 cups of flour, all purpose in here. I put a half a teaspoon of Clabber Girl baking powder in here, and I've got a half a teaspoon of salt. And I've got a cup of water here that I've been adding to this. This is supposed to make a really like silky dough. And we shall see. We shall see what it does. I'm just gonna mix it, mix it, mix it. And they say you get really, really sticky. So I'm just gonna keep on working it with my hands here. I'm not gonna put any more water in it just yet. It's getting really silky, and that's the consistency that we want. Just silky, silky. There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to start adding a little bit of flour to it, and I may have to get some more flour, but that's okay. And I'm going to start pulling it back away from the sides and working that flour in. I'm not making a big batch of this because I don't know how mine will be. And like I said, this is a recipe that I've never done before, so we'll just have to see how it goes. I can tell you right now, it's messy. I'm pulling that off of the side of the bowl there and incorporating it into this dough. Put a little bit up and under it, over it, and I'm just going to keep on working it. Until mine begins to look like theirs. Now, I'm going to get some of this off of me because I need to get that back into the dough ball instead of on me because it's beginning to get less sticky now. Okay. Still adding flour. This is a really inexpensive way to make bread. And the Indians eat quite a bit of it from what I understand. So I'm just going to keep working that dough. It's still a little sticky in spots. Let me do this. If you'll put flour on your hand and then rub it like this, you can rub all that off of there. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. Okay. Still working this dough. Still sticky. You want it really silky smooth. It's getting better, just like they said it would. I may have to get some more flour. All right, now I'm just going to take that, knead it with my hand a little bit. Punch it down like that. Fold it over, find the sticky spots, and add more flour. All right, and that's what I've got, minus what's on my hand still. So let me rub that off, and I am gonna set you to the side for a few minutes and let this rise, and I'm gonna get my grease on the stove warmed up, and we're gonna do this here in just a minute. All right, I'm back. I've got my oil on, getting it hot, and I've got this little piece of dough here. And I've seen different people do different things, so I'm going to try to roll this out just a little bit. You don't want to get it too thin because you're going to have to work it just a little bit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to get it to the right size. And get my elbow out of the flour. All right. Don't you like my rolling pin? I don't know how that happened because this was Mama's, but alright, I'm just gonna roll it out just like that, because what I want to do is I want to cut it long ways. Just like that. And I want to cut it here. And I want to cut it right here. Alright. Now, I'm going to take these and kind of make balls out of them. Start working them. Give me a little flour, pat, pat, pat. Alright. Kind of roll them between my hands like this. Okay, set that one to the side. I can smell that oil heating up over there. Still got a sticky spot or two. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll. Get the sticky spots off of them. But anyways, this is what I'm going to do with them here. The fun part's going to be frying them. The preparation part, maybe not so much. Almost done with this part. I may have to run outside real quick. I heard the dogs barking, so I don't know if somebody's pulled up out there or what, but I'll see what all the commotion's about for just a second. All right, I got these little balls rolled out. I'm gonna come back in just a second and work those up. All right, my oil's about to get ready, so I'm going to start flattening these out. And I want these as thin as they had them on this one particular guy's channel, because his really, really bubbled up, and they made such a good bowl. Still a little wet. All right. Now I've got to get used to this, because they were just slapping and carrying on and making these things out thin, thin, thin. And I don't know if I'm that good or not. I guess there's an art to it. These people have been doing this for years and I haven't, so. It gets away from you. I have dough flying across the kitchen here in a minute. All right. Oh my goodness, I think this is the best way for me to do it. Work it with my fingers and push it out. There we go. Look at there. Look at there. All right. All right, so eventually, when I do this again, I'm gonna wanna see how big they get, if I can get them bigger. All right, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna turn you off for just a second and set you up over here by the frying pan. All right, let me turn some light on here. My grease is getting hot. So I'm just gonna drop this in here, just like that. And I'm gonna grab my set of tongs. I'm gonna poke a little hole right there and right there. Oh my goodness. I am so excited, y'all. This is so neat. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm going to flip it back over because I don't want to get too brown on one side and not the other. Okay, I'm going to grab me a plate. Oops. I'm going to put me a paper towel or two down in it. Right, it doesn't take very long to do this. Oh my goodness, y'all, look at that. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. I'm gonna turn that off. All right, I will show y'all the finished product in just a moment, but I'm so excited about this, y'all. Well, there she is, guys. I don't have it all fancied up with lettuce and tomato and all that good stuff, but it's got chili and cheese on it, so that's good. And then here's the rest of them. And I've got Brad one fixed over here. And there was a neighbor here, actually it's a guy from church that we know, and I made him be the first taste tester of it, and he said it's pretty good. So we're gonna try it here in just a little bit, but if y'all would just like, subscribe, and share, and I will be doing something new sometime soon again. Thank you.